Hosni Mubarak.
You know, I mean,
He's trying to hand over power to his son after 37 years in power or something.
imagine that.
So it's becoming more of a monarchy than a democracy.
Exactly.
Right?
And I don't that word democracy, I don't know, it means something else. You know, because these people, there are a lot of things we don't know. There's unknown things. And there are things we know that we think you know, but we don't really know. You know? I don't know if you understand what I mean.
Yeah, I understand what you mean.
You know what I mean? Like, we know what's happening, but we're scared to talk about it. We're scared to come together. One thing we are lacking in this society right now is unity. Because once you talk, you're like, oh no, he's Nigerian, he's Ugandan, he has to deal with his own thing. No, we have to come together, be it black, white, purple, or whatever you are.
Even
blue.
Even blue.
And red.
Smurfs coming down.
No, but
Shrek and the likes, yeah.
in the real sense, we just can't sit back and just keep crying, you know, keep hoping like for the Messiah to come.
I mean, it just takes a small spark to set it off. I mean, I know in Tunisia it was this 24-year-old guy. He just graduated from university. He was unemployed. Yeah. He was getting abused by the police because he was trying to set up a market stall to make some money because he didn't have a job, obviously. He got abused by the police, so in frustration, what he did, he went to the public square and he set himself on fire and he killed himself in protest. And that was the spark that set everything off in Tunisia. There was regional protest, then there was like national protest, then eventually President Ben Ali just fled because he couldn't hack it anymore. He tried to get into France first, but they wouldn't let him in.
Coward.
Yeah.
That's one thing that pissed me off. Like, they run away.
If you're doing right, stay.
Yeah. It means he knows he's not doing.
No,
like,
of course he knows he's not doing right.
Like,
no, as in. So where is he now?
He's in Saudi Arabia, where all dictators seem to end up.
Why? Even Idi Amin ran up there.
Idi Amin passed away in Saudi Arabia as well.
Why?
I need to talk to him. You know, have a conversation.
I mean, what the Saudi government said was that they are offering protection to a Muslim brother.
What do you mean a Muslim brother? A Muslim brother that
kills and
maltreats
your other Muslim brothers.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
I mean, that's one thing I don't like about the Saudi government. I'm not saying Saudi Arabia, the Saudi government. You know, you claim to be a Muslim nation, and you harbor these wrong people that have done crime against humanity. You know what I mean? Terrible things. And then after that, you mask under the Islam. You're like, Islam, what kind of message are you sending to people outside there? Because right now, Islam is in a point.
It needs a good image.
It needs a good image. And then
then you're harboring dictators. It doesn't really give you positive images. Even France refused to let him in, and Tunisia was France's at one point.
And then Saudi.
Yeah.
Idi Amin. Everybody, Mugabe is going to go to Saudi. Okay, he's not Muslim, right?
No, Mugabe's not. I mean, I know Omar al-Bashir of Sudan, who's wanted for war crimes and crimes against humanity by the International Criminal Court.
Yeah.
He's still in power because of the Arab backing that he has.
Imagine.
So, I mean, it's as you said, Islam is at a point where it needs a good image, but when you're protecting people who are essentially monsters and killing their fellow human beings, you know, because of their personal greed.
And now the thing is like, okay, every dictator is going to be like, okay, if worst comes to worst, I'll just run to Saudi.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
I'll pack up my bag, a few millions to last me a lifetime. You know?
Exactly. I mean, the Ben Ali family of Tunisia, they were worth billions because they had their hands in everywhere. They had like, you know, essentially it worked as like a mafia country.
Yeah.
So
it's just like Sarkozy, or what's his name, the Italian
Berlusconi.
Yeah, Berlusconi.
Berlusconi. You know what? Berlusconi is a good laugh
to us, but to the Italians, he's not. You know what I mean?
He's just survived a second no confidence vote on the government. Berlusconi.
He survived.
He survived. Well, the thing is, though, right now he's the latest story that's coming out. Apparently, he used his influence to get a 17-year-old prostitute out of prison.
Out of prison?
Yeah. And the same 17-year-old prostitute went to his birthday party last year or something.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. A 17-year-old.
Yeah, some Moroccan chick or something called Ruby, I think. So,
I actually have a friend. She's Moroccan. Her name is Ruby.
You know, no disrespect. I didn't mean you.
No. I know. She's not 17 though.
Yeah, fair enough. But now they're trying to prosecute him because the the law courts in Rome actually took away his. Now he can be prosecuted while he's still in power. Before he couldn't. So now they're trying to bring a charge against him for underage sex with an
girl.
Yeah.
How old is he?
He's like 79 or something, man. Seriously.
I mean, why is it cool?
It's not even being. It's not the illegal part of it. It's the remorse part of it. It's the moral.
The moral part of it.
Moral, ethical. We can go on for hours talking about words like that. You know, why is it cool for a president to do something?
But it's not even his first time. He has allegations at him like every other day.
He uses the government jet as his private jet. You know what I mean? He does whatever he wants with the government house.
He was. I think he was the first European leader to bring a porn star, nominate a porn star for the cabinet.
A porn star.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the world coming to? What's the world coming to?
It's. I mean, everyone laughs at Nicolas Sarkozy because they think he's a bit of a player, but I think Berlusconi is the biggest player.
He's the biggest player
in
man.
the European Union, to be honest.
I mean, like the situation right now in Nigeria, there's a fight against the government because of the Niger Delta issue, and the only way they try to get the attention of the government is by putting bombs in random places. But the one thing that pisses me off about that is innocent people die for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Innocent people suffer for it. Innocent people die for it. I mean, if you want to send a message to the government, try sending a bomb to the National Assembly. And that way our politician will have a very, very explosive discussion. You know what I mean? But you put it in a place like a shopping mall or...
You're not going to touch the politicians.
You're not going to touch the politicians for all they don't care. So innocent people die. You know, on our 50th anniversary, 10 people died, 40 got injured. On New Year, more than 20 people died.
There was someone even Christmas Day or Boxing Day, I think.
Like every event right now, there's a bomb. Every event on Valentine's Day, there's gonna be a bomb somewhere. But there's so many bombs in Nigeria right now that they even talk about the normal one. Yeah. Like, it's a bomb. Okay, just kill 3 people. It's not even gonna be worth the news. You know what I mean?
Exactly. There was an article a few months ago that I read. It said it wasn't talking about Nigeria. It's talking about Iraq. The fact that we're getting so used to seeing news like roadside bombs and IEDs in marketplaces, that we're getting so used to seeing it every night on the news that
it doesn't matter anymore.
It just becomes normal, part of everyday life. So 20 people died, 30 people died. You know, it's just how it is. It's normal.
And it's normal, but it's so bad, and we don't have to like sit around and say, okay, since I'm Nigerian, it's in Iraq. Yeah. You know, I don't have no business with that. It's not like that. You have they're human beings like you. Everything you have to put yourself in their shoes and see what's up. You know, and then people blame when they bring all these soldiers. That's some people I'm really, really sad about. The soldiers that fight these wars for nothing. They don't even know what they're fighting for. They're fighting for somebody that has his ass in the office 247, protected 247. You know what I mean? And innocent people are dying. How would you feel right now if Nigerian army comes into Bangladesh and we start killing people, start raping women? You're gonna fight back.
Yeah, obviously, man.
You know, imagine a 7-year-old kid that witnessed his mom getting raped, killed, his sister, his dad, everybody killed. He was the only one. And then you have this extremist that tells him if he bombs the same people that raped his mom, he's going to heaven. Why wouldn't he do it? But nobody will want to understand that kid. You just want to understand what the news say and what they say again, like, you know.
But even that's the thing, though. Even the news in this country is filtered. The news in America is even more filtered. Like, if you viewed the Iraq war through, say, something like Fox or MSNBC, you'd think there was no bloodshed in Iraq.
There was no, you think like, oh my God, the Americans are doing so good.
They came in and everyone laid down their arms and like, oh, welcome, heroes and stuff.
Exactly. Like the problem in Afghanistan, America and UK are never ever gonna win that war.
That's the Iraq. Okay, it's a slightly different issue, but Afghanistan is literally another basket case, because in Afghanistan you have a completely way of life. You have an ideology that you're trying to get rid of.
And okay, America, they're saying, okay, we're fighting for this cause. We're fighting for this cause. Do you think, has America ever? Okay, why are there no American troops in Sudan right now? They need help. The people need help. Why are they not?
Because there's no self-interest for America.
Exactly.
In the Sudan.
Everybody knows that. Why are we still sitting on our asses doing nothing? We're just sitting there. Okay, they can die for all we care. We're cool here in Newcastle.
Yeah, you can
Nothing's
talk
happening.
about Sudan, you can talk about Congo, you can talk about Somalia, so you can talk about Somalia.
Imagine. Who do you even hear anything on Somalia anymore?
That-
Apart from the pirates.
Pirates, that's it. Even though you really need to talk, because in the past year Somalia has been taken over by Al Shabaab.
Al Shabaab, and they've been bombing Uganda
Yeah,
for that because it's the Ugandan troops that are in.
for the African peace
The
corps,
peacekeepers.
right? Yeah?
Peacekeepers. They're from Uganda, and they're the ones who volunteered to do the work there to peacekeep there. And it's they should, as you say, they should be bombing the parliament in Kampala.
Rather than the people.
These people went to watch a football match.
Yeah,
To watch the World Cup final, and they went to a rugby ground. Imagine going to the Stadium of Light to watch the World Cup final on a large screen, and all of a sudden 2 suicide bombers just come in and in the name of leave our country,
I mean, like, to me, I feel like there's never ever gonna be peace until these so-called leaders come down from wherever high places they are and clean up the dirt they dropped in our streets, in our lives, in our society, and start thinking about the future of the whole world itself. Because right now nobody thinks about the future. We don't think about our kids. What are they gonna go through? Because right now alone we're going through hell. There's AIDS epidemic. Nobody's talking about that anymore. For all we care, it's out of the UK, out of America. It can kill somebody else.
I mean, it's like it's out of sight, so it's out of mind. Exactly. As long as it's not affecting you, it's got nothing to do with you. But
Exactly.
the whole world is connected in some way or another. Even if you don't feel, a kinship with your fellow human beings in the other part of the world, there is if you want to go into the superficial thing, there is an economic link from different parts of the world. So if there's instability in, say, Middle East, it's going to affect your petrol prices. So if you look at the very basic superficial level, it's still going to affect you somehow.
Yeah, but the people need to educate themselves, not just going to uni. That's not the education I'm talking about. Check what's happening. Go deep down to the problem, and anything you can do, try and do it to change it. Enlighten some people that don't know, but just don't leave it like that, because nobody's gonna wait. You're waiting for the Messiah. Yeah, let's pray to God. God has given us everything we need to live a good life and help each other. It's up to you. Yeah, I'm talking about you that you're listening to me right now. It's up to you to make a difference in this life.
It's your conscience. There's no way the Lord says kill, steal, rape.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus told us to turn the other cheek. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What was it? Where if you get slapped, you offer the other cheek.
The other cheek.
You can't start saying, "Oh my God, look at what he's doing. Oh my God, look what he's doing." Tell him, stop.
Exactly.
Stop doing what you're doing.
The Lord has nothing to do with what he's doing. He has the brains to do it, so he has the brains to change or not do it.
Everyone has the capacity to change.
Everybody,
regardless of what they're doing.
Everybody. You can't tell me oh my God, I'm in this position, I cannot change. You're lying. And you can't just sit on your ass and just hope God to do everything for you, because God says, help yourself and I will help you. How can I have a friend that's laid on the bed and he's praying to God like he needs money. I'm like, how is God gonna give you money? You're not educated, you're not working for it. You just want money to fall from the sky. You know what I mean?
There's a quite a good relevant joke where it goes, there's a man who's praying to God every week saying, please God, help me win the lottery, and on the 40th time he prays, God replies to him, say, at least meet me halfway and buy the ticket.
At least you're just praying for.
Exactly.
He didn't even buy the ticket and he's talking about winning a lottery.
So you help yourself. It might be a case where you can't do a lot, but you can do the tiny bit. You can educate your neighbor. You can educate the person next to you.
Even if you educate yourself, it's good enough.
Yeah.
At least you know what I mean. But instead of sitting down there and hoping for something else, educate your neighbor, your friend. Your classmate, your mom, your dad. You can't tell me you have nobody in this world you can't educate. Because if we keep going this way, everybody trying to educate himself and the next person to him, before you know it, the whole world. Because right now we cannot change the whole world right now. But the youths of these days, we at least we can.
You can change yourself.